What's going on, guys? It's your buddy here, Jeremy, aka Mr. International Man of Mystery. So it's a story time. I want to share with you my story about the very first time that I traveled to Cali, Colombia. So it was exactly 5 years ago, I decided to travel to Cali, Colombia. It was during the heart of the pandemic. If you remember the COVID pandemic where we had to wear masks and you had to get proof of vaccination before you could even travel and before you could even leave the country that you were traveling to. Yeah, it was that time frame that I decided to travel to Cali. And before then, I had been traveling to Medellin and other cities, but I hadn't traveled to Cali and I hadn't heard any good things about the city. No one wanted to travel with me, so I just decided, screw it, I'm going to take a trip myself and find out about what's going on in Cali. So I take a trip to Cali and I immediately noticed the people are nice, the people are warm, the people are friendly. They, I couldn't really speak Spanish at the time, any Spanish, but people would still greet me. I also noticed the food was good. There's more seasoning and flavor in the food as opposed to other cities that I've been in. I also noticed that there's a big salsa culture in Cali. I also noticed the diversity. There was a lot of Afro Colombians in Cali, and I just noticed all these things that I liked about the city. So I'm having a good time. I'm exploring the city, and then all of a sudden I decided to go to the gym and work out. I immediately started feeling fatigued and didn't have any energy and couldn't even complete my workout. So I said, okay, let me go to Mr. Wings and get some wings. I'm sitting there trying to eat the wings. I couldn't even taste the flavor in the wings. So I'm starting to think, what's going on here? By that night, I was feeling terrible. I couldn't even get out of the bed. I was running a fever, and I started thinking, do I have I contracted COVID in Cali? Well, I decided to take a test the next day, and true enough, I tested positive for COVID. So now I'm in a city that I don't know a lot about, no friends with me, no family, of course, and I test positive for COVID. That's my first trip to Cali. Now, this sounds like a bad experience, right? But it ended up being the greatest experience of my life. Stay tuned for part two because you'll understand why this was actually a good trip for me. And it made me want to stay in Cali, even though the first part of the trip turned out really, really bad. So stay tuned for more. I have much more to share with you. Peace.